adventure. Do you plan to have a child?
I don't plan to have another child, no. At this age, it would be like starting over.
Mind to talk about child issue with Shekinah, but I was waiting for the right moment. I wasn't hoping that Fiancé will ask that kind of questions to her.
What's going on, people? We are back again with another MovingMAD video, and this one right here is all about Sarper and Shekinah. And you know what though? Are you surprised that when it comes to children, they are not on the same page? Are you surprised? Because I can tell you this right here, right now, that I am not surprised. But we're going to dive into that one a little bit more as we go through the video. But until then, subscribe, like, and let's get into it.
24 or 25 right now, yeah. On 1998, when I was on a summer vacation, I met with a Russian lady. We had a 1 week sex. Her intention was having a child, but I didn't know that. And that time, I only gave my email account that I am pregnant. Yeah. And she also added that you have no obligation to see the child. It was difficult to handle that. I mean, I tried to forget it. I just know her name, no surname, no family name. So I couldn't reach her.
I'm telling you this now. I'm telling you this now. He has more than one child in this world. Whether he knows it or he doesn't know it, he has more than one child in this freaking world, without a shadow of a doubt. If these numbers are correct, 2,500 plus women, if those are correct, there's no way you're telling me that he has been using protection the whole time. And you can't tell me that every single one of those women were on protection themselves, if you know what I'm saying. So if you ask me personally, this guy definitely has many numbers lurking around. But that's not the point of the conversation. I just wanted to put it out there. The point is that, you know, it's what, 24, 25, right? His child may be. All right, cool, I get it. And he wants to try and find that child. All right, cool, I get it. Do we got to do? But this is the problem now. The problem is that because he did not, or because he was unable to have a family tree and have a child, you know, in his life since then, it's annoying because he's now putting Shekinah in a situation where he now wants to have children. But you can't put that pressure on her. It is not her fault that you've waited until you're 41 to have children. Well, it's not like he waited until he was like 43. Actually, I think, no, she's 41, he's 43. But either way, though, it's not like he's waited. It's just the fact is, though, she's done that. She's been there, done it, and that's it. And the way I look at it is that a man should always respect a woman's body. If a woman does not want to go pregnant again, respect it. Point blank, period. Now, of course, lucky enough, we have other solutions in this world of having children. Now, when it comes to Shekinah, though, it seems to me as if she just doesn't want to have children, point blank, period, because that road is now done. That ship is sailed. And that is fine because that is her life. But I feel like he's going to do a lot to project what he wants onto her, which just won't be fair. But then again, what is fair in their relationship? In fact, what makes sense in their relationship?
I want to start over. Like, I raised a child practically by myself through my whole 20s and 30s. And now, like, I'm in my 40s and I feel like I have time to, like, give to you.
I mean, you will maybe have granddaughters and this kind of stuff. But if I do have, I won't see them. You know the problem. I mean, this is so important for the Turkish culture. It's a big pressure on me. You know, I'm the only child of my family. So that's my responsibility. I always thought of it. And it found a unique relationship with Shekinah. So why not having a kid with her too?
Listen, it's a bit of a sticky one. But actually, no, it's not. It is not. It's far from it. I mean, listen, the fact is this. She's already had her child. Okay, she's had her daughter. And she's been a single parent, I guess, for the most part. Okay, so she's been there, done that. And she knows what it takes. She's now reached 41. She doesn't want to be restarting and having another child and then having to go through the process again. Okay, she understands the fundamentals that's needed, the effort that's needed, all that kind of stuff. So again, kudos to her. But you see, now he's talking about Turkish culture. Okay, so whose fault was that? If Turkish culture says that you should have a child and have a family tree, okay, cool, that's fine. But whose fault was that? That's your fault. If you haven't had a child in this whole time, that's only on you. You cannot transfer that onto her. You know, him talking about, yeah, but your daughter, she could have kids and then have grandkids, but it's not the same for me. All right, cool. So what's your point? What is your point? Because it's nothing to do with Shekinah at all, because she's already done that. You know, this problem is a you problem. So if you want to have children, you're going to have to leave her and have children with someone else that wants to have children. It's just that simple. He cannot be in a position and should not be in a position where he's willing to convince her that she should give him a child just because of the pressures that comes from being Turkish. That is not her responsibility. That ship is sailed for her because she's already done it. And she's happy with what she's come. And now she's in a position where she just wants to be with the man and just be with him, and then that's it, which is fine. And if he can't respect that, it's his problem. I really dislike when people inflict their own issues. I don't know what the word is, but just inflict something that's going on with them or something that they've missed out on or something that they've delayed onto someone else. It is not fair. It is far from it. It's the same as when a woman comes in and says, yeah, I want to have a kid in the next year or two. But I've only just got to know you today though. You want me to have a kid with you that quick? Like, are you crazy? It's not my fault if you've waited until this long to have a child and you're now afraid that your ex made that. That's not my fault, you know? No, and it's not me saying that's your fault either, because maybe you just haven't come across the right person. But to put that pressure on me, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? I barely know you. You know what I mean? Like, but this is the problem sometimes when people use their own experiences to put, well, when people just project things onto others, it's just not nice. It's far from it.
Our first date, we like covered this stuff. I said,
Hey,
I don't want to have kids.
I one night stand with you. I want to you that night.
Okay, so when you started to get feelings for me, then you started to want things that you didn't want before? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out whether or not that's a compliment or not. You know? Well, so basically, I lied to you to get what I wanted, but then once I got what I wanted, I then realized that I actually like you and I want to be with you. So now my feelings here, now I actually want... Is that a compliment? I don't know what that is, to be honest. That's a very confusing thing. I lied to get in your pants, but then I fell for you. So now, let me know what you think about that one, because that one's a very interesting comment he made.
How many years physically you have chance to give birth?
Well, I don't want to give birth ever again.
I bought a bed for you. I mean, I shared a post with a woman. If someone says that to me 5 months ago, I would laugh him with my ass, you know?
I was upfront with Sarper when I first met him about not wanting to have more children. So it's frustrating that now that I've moved here to Turkey to be with him, he's kind of switching things up on me.
You know what I really liked about this scene here? I like the fact that she really stood her ground throughout the whole episode. You know what I mean? She didn't change at all. She wasn't looking to compromise at all. And the reason why I like that is because she made it abundantly clear when they first met that children is a no-no. He didn't listen, so it is his own fault for not listening. Because if he had listened and you're taking it seriously, then they wouldn't be in this situation because they wouldn't even be together. So I like the fact that she stand her ground no matter what, because there's no point of her changing her mind for somebody that blatantly lied to just get in her pants. But now because he's got feelings, oh, because now he's got feelings, now that means she should now change her mind? Oh, because that's his culture, that means that she should change her mind? No, because she made it abundantly clear. Children is not a part of my future. No way, okay? I want to be with someone and just to be with them and that's it, enjoy my life. And at the end of the day, listen, they say that for women, 40s are a woman's prime. And I agree with that, you know? So she's trying to live out her prime. It's as simple as that, you know? And he's just been very selfish. And the saddest thing about him being selfish is that he's been selfish because he didn't listen. This is why it's important to listen, you know? And it's crazy though, because we go back to him having a child at the age 18. Of course, he was younger, so he had, you know, but he was at an age then where he was just sleeping around, I guess, without protection, whatever, right? And doing a whole complete madness, whatever, right? So therefore, someone got pregnant. The thing you got to think about is that was him when he was 18. He's now 43, whatever. What has he learned since then? Nothing. Because if he had learned anything since then, based on all the women he's been with, he'd have learned that listening is a very key thing when women speak. Very key thing. Especially for a strong woman. Some women, you know, they'll change their mind at some point. But a strong woman, no. Maybe you can say stubborn, but I'm going to say strong. But hey, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below. And we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.